Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Mark, how are you?
Doing great, doing great. Oh, I love the house.
Oh, thanks.
You wrote me about a fireplace?
I did, absolutely.
All right, let's
Let me
check
show
it
it
out.
to you over here.
Great.
So we bought the house about 5 years ago, and one of our favorite parts of the house is this original 1888 fireplace.
Yeah, it's a built-in piece of art, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, for sure. So, our favorite part really is this artistic tile. And we've named these two children on the tile, Agnes and Rutherford.
All right, I love it.
Yeah, so it was originally an 1880s coal-burning fireplace, and I'm really glad that we could convert it to natural gas and then keep that coal-type insert to celebrate its original character. So
Okay.
we've put the gas insert in, but we're a little bit afraid to turn it on given the state of this firebox.
Okay. Well, there are a couple things that I see right off the bat. You can see the fire brick, of course, has a hole in it. This top piece and the side pieces were actually made in a form. So you put the form on the ground, you pour the material into it, you smooth it off, you let it set up. When you flip it over, you have these lines in the concrete. That's going to mimic the jointing of a brick. But the only thing that does worry me is I know back in the day, 1880s, they did use asbestos in some of the masonry materials. So I may just grab that piece and have it tested just to make sure that we're good to go.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So let me grab this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it'll be good to test it regardless.
Okay, fantastic.
All right, let's go.
Great, thanks.
All right, Ryan. Well, I think we got pretty lucky. This tested negative for asbestos.
Great news.
Great news. And this is the fire brick that I propose to use. Anytime that I'm doing any type of repair work, I always want to mimic existing. It's not always as easy as it sounds. Sometimes we're restricted by code, which we are in fireboxes, so we are predicated to use a fire brick. This fire brick comes in two colors. It's a red or it's this yellow. As you can see, this yellow matches very nicely.
Oh, yeah.
The size is a little bit different, but I'm not worried about that because I can use a saw and cut these brick any way I want to mimic what we have.
Great. So what's different about fire brick?
So this fire brick is made with what we call refractory cement, and all it is a heat-resistant cement. So that's why it's code to put it into fireboxes.
Okay.
All right, so why don't we move this coal basket, and that way we can see exactly what we're gonna do.
Sounds good.
Okay, Ryan, so in the spirit of keeping the original integrity, these side walls look like they're in pretty good condition, so I think we'll leave those. Obviously, the back wall, we can see the damage right now. I can see that just wants to come.
Wow.
Right, and again, we have this major crack in the top piece, so that's going to eliminate it for us trying to use it again. But when we take this piece out, we do have to be careful because there is a damper on top of this firebox. I'm not really sure just yet on if it's tied in with this steel that holds this apron. But as we get deeper into this, yeah, you can see that it wants to come. And instead of banging things around with a hammer and a chisel, I think I'm just going to try to twist them out. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. You got that piece? I have this one. Okay. Okay, Ryan, now that we have everything cleaned out, we're going to do the layout, and most specifically, the back wall.
Great.
So during the demo, we were able to save a few of the original pieces, and again, as discussed before, we always want to be original whenever we can. So we're going to take this brick, I'm going to put it back there. This is the other one we were able to salvage. We're going to put that there, and the reason I want to do that is because the match for that brick is right there. So we're going to take our modern day fire brick and we'll go in the middle, and that is basically what your back wall is going to look like. To complete the layout, we're going to use a half brick here, And then we're going to come back over. And then we're going to tuck this brick in the back like that. And this creates what we call a running bond pattern. And the bottom course is going to repeat on the third course. That's going to bring us to the height of our fluted fire brick. And then the last two courses that we do, we're going to tip in to give it the Franklin bend. And the Franklin bend, don't forget, we'll throw the heat out. And the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to ask you to do it, is dip that brick in that bucket of water.
Okay.
Real quick.
Why do the bricks need to be wet?
So these fire brick are so dry that they'll extract the water that's in the mortar, and once that happens, the mortar becomes very brittle, and our wall will start to wave. So
okay.
we want to pre-wet these brick. I'll take that one, right? Again, I'm just going to line that up with existing. Make sure I'm plumb. Now, because this brick is in the middle of a course, I'm going to do my head joints before I slip that brick in. And always very important to have full head joints.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yep, yep. Now we'll go next course. All right, Ryan, I think it's your turn.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
Feeling good?
Yeah.
All right. Spread that mortar. Exactly. You can wiggle that into place too, Ryan. To get the Franklin bend in, the last course we had to do was 5.5 inches all the way across, and the Franklin bend will reflect the heat. All right, Ryan, what do you think?
It looks wonderful. Thank you so much.
Great. So the only thing I'm going to do is leave you with a little bit of homework. You can see that haze that I already put on those yellow fire brick? Well, in your jar is a little bit of ash and soot. I have a damp rag in my hand. And as you can see,
Wow.
darkening up the brick pretty good, right?
Matches perfectly. That's great.
Yeah, yeah, you can go darker if you like, but I think you're doing pretty good right now. But anyway, I hope you enjoy.
Perfect. Thank you so much for coming by.
All right.
I really appreciate it.
Okay, Ryan. Thank you
Thanks.
for having me.
All right.
See ya.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.